After Dark with Daddy Freeze and the Lobsters, teaming up World and SARS. It is 23 minutes down 8 o'clock. What's going on with my Lobsters on the very beautiful 96.9 Cool FM? It's After Dark.
Yes.
Can you turn that thing to me a little? Okay, so what's going on, ladies, before I start my own?
It's a lovely, lovely, lovely Thursday.
A lot is trending.
A whole lot.
A lot is trending.
Yes.
Now, Busola Dakolo is here on Instablog. She just posted a picture that says, "Awareness is victory."
True.
Okay. Now, here's what she has to say. I have just been briefed by my lawyers on the court's ruling in the matter before it pertaining to my stand against injustice, represented by the reprehensible actions of Mr. Busola Fatoyinbo, and in light of the present and anticipated inquiry from friends, family, and well-wishers, it is pertinent to convey my sincere reaction to, supposed to be the said ruling, but okay, must have been a slip of keypad. When I set about confronting one of my biggest fears and a horrible experience from my past,
True.
the first hurdle was finding the confidence to. Victims usually do not find a place for their voice, certainly not in our deeply conservative society where might is right and a virtue, while innocence is a license for abuse and disregard. I had no illusions about the Herculean task before me, not only openly confronting the man behind the mask, but seeking remedy and sanction against him before the court. I set out to ease the hurt, the sense of shame and abuse, the nightmares and traumas, not by securing judicial victory only, but by boldly sharing my story and calling out my transgressor robed in the vestiges of clerical power and pretense. I understood and accepted that by voicing out, I was silencing the screams in the night. Ever since my story broke, the reactions were mixed but largely comforting. I noted that otherwise hushed victims of sexual abuse were taking a cue from my stands in the face of ridicule and opposition and sharing their equally appalling stories. Sorry, this is far away. My eyesight is not so good. It is in this response that my victory was sealed, in knowing that one woman's boldness could encourage others and challenge the institutionalized silence and the repression of the victim's narrative by a culture of guilt-tripping stigma and inexplicable clamor to make irrational excuses for sexual offenders. Even so, there is much to be said about what transpired in court. In the court's wisdom, my legal action is statute barred, and that means the time has passed within which I could or should have initiated the suit. The substance of the suit, which is my allegation of sexual abuse, leading to emotional distress on my person against Busola Fatoyinbo, has neither been entertained by the court nor ruled upon. I believe that the effect of the injurious claim is a continuous one that transcends time and place. This has only made me to wonder more what a country we have. I was particularly surprised at the hearing of the case when the court said the file was missing, and later the court said my own process cannot be found, and finally the case is out of time. This only shows that we have a lot to address and bring sanity to our country. Today I'm glad that my voice is not silenced, and this is a victory. This is a victory for me. I must encourage every woman out there to keep the pace and never stop voicing against the evil of and sexual abuse, not to be dispirited by today's court decision. No judgment has been made declaring the innocence of Busola Fatoyinbo. It must be stated that while our experience have a shared theme, the circumstances are different. We must not give up for our victory lies. We must not give up for our victory lies more. We must not give up think there should be a comma there.
Yeah.
For our victory lies more in finding our voice than anything else. I thank my dear husband for his continuous support, friends, a legal team, and all who have been standing with us on this. As I assure you all, I am very fine. What was the applause for?
Wow.
Wow.
What was the applause for?
But it
This
deserves
is
a
just
round.
sentiment. What round of
This
what?
is-
It's just
That she's
emotions.
taking everything fine. She's
Her
taking
lawyer
everything
is
fine.
really good.
Now, here's the thing. And I'm going to open up the phone lines, and I want you guys to be objective. You see, Nigerian laws are not changed on social media. There's some situation. I want lawyers to call us. I want judges to call us. I want learned people to call us. When something is statute barred, it means you cannot. The law says after a certain period of time, you cannot bring it up. Now, if you think that law is not good, you're not going to come and change it on Twitter or rant about it on Facebook and expect a change. You've got to follow the due process to change it. Now, in my honest opinion, I wouldn't say any time is too early or too late in a situation where you're deeply offended or where you're affected.
Yeah.
However, my problem still, you see, if something happened 6 months ago and you don't have evidence,
Yeah.
it is easier for you to pursue than if something happened 20 years ago and you don't have evidence.
Okay.
Because a lot of people were saying, okay, when we get to court, you'll see the evidence. When we get to court, you'll see, okay, we're waiting. Where's the evidence?
That's what a lot of us thought. I mean,
Exactly.
bringing it back
Yeah.
after all this many years, you would expect that there are, a couple of evidences here and there that would, stand the case and stuff like that. But apparently, none of that.
But I mean, shouldn't I don't know? Shouldn't it be allowed? Shouldn't the court be allowed to hold some kind of sentiment? Because sometimes,
Courts
like I
don't
said,
courts don't
They don't
work
work
on
like
sentiment.
that.
like I said, sometimes you don't live your life trying to collect evidence. Sometimes things happen. So does it mean when life
on,
happens?
Yeah,
hold on,
but
hold
you
on,
know
hold
that
on.
if
Let me
you're
explain
going to the
something to
court,
you. Give me that phone. This phone is now my phone.
Okay.
How do you prove it's your phone?
Because if
By
we bring,
crying
no,
that is
Do you have
your
a
phone?
receipt?
By what?
a
The
receipt.
receipt. 2, just in case you don't have a receipt,
If you go
you can
through
ask
it,
me,
you find my
Daddy
details.
Freeze,
Open the phone.
Shabi is your phone. Open it.
Mm.
What is that? Logic. Okay. Daddy Freeze struggles for like an hour. I can't open it. Gives it to Naomi. Naomi, open the phone. The phone is open.
If it's not,
Do you understand? Now,
But this
that
is
she
not the
doesn't
same
have.
thing now.
Hold on, it's exactly the same thing.
it's a rape case,
You see,
and
you've
we
got to be
understand that
careful.
rape is generally very hard
Okay,
to prove.
what if we say it is also a how do you put it? Defamation of character case. Some people do not see this as an abuse case; they see this as a defamation case, because some people believe in the integrity of their pastor. Do you agree that there's some people who believe in the integrity of their pastor, whether that corresponds with the truth or not? There's some people who believe, and it's their emotion. So if I have the emotion that my pastor has his integrity intact, and you have the emotion that this is true, how do we judge the case? Now, you want to judge the case of me picking your phone. What do? You go and check the cameras. The phone was there. Daddy Freeze picked it. Daddy Freeze cannot open the phone. Naomi can. They ask Amal, whose phone is it? Amal says it's Naomi. They ask a couple more people, whose phone is it? It's Naomi. They check the call log. The call log says, it shows Naomi calling. They check the text messages. It shows Naomi's text. They check the pictures. They see Naomi pole dancing. You understand what I'm talking about? So now it is hard to say that if the court now awards the phone to Naomi, it is hard for Daddy Freeze to say he was cheated.
Of course.
Because it's an open and
Well,
shut
let me,
case.
Of course,
I think
but-
that the only way it can relate to what's going on now, let's put it in a way that the phone belonged. Let's imagine if the phone belonged to you and Naomi.
The phone belongs to the both of us.
No, like it once belonged to someone and it was given to someone.
Okay.
Because that's the
now,
same case.
in a situation like that, who has the box? In whose possession?
The
is
last
box?
person that owns
Whose
it.
whose Apple ID is running on the phone?
It could be yours, but you're giving it to her.
That's a different scenario.
Because what if that's what's going on right now? Because okay, fine. It's,
Now, when you're looking at it like that, that is a bit more the complexion of what you're describing is a bit more distorted. The lines are a bit more blurred.
but that's life, Daddy Freeze. That's how.
Now,
actually
when you
things
have
are.
a situation like that, you come to what you call like a deadlock. We don't know what to do. We're not sure. So we start relying on other factors. First of all, you have a lot against, she has a lot against her in this case. We saw the stories. Be honest. Did those stories really add up to you? Let's be honest. Did it really? Listen, I remember my first time, I was between 17 and 18. I can never forget it. I will not have blurry memories about my first time.
Exactly.
So there were lots of, I felt in my humble opinion that there was a bit of a muddle around the dates,
Yeah, and also
and the circumstance. It seemed to me, I stand corrected, that it was a story told and then edited.
I think for my part, someone that I may not know everything obviously, but if someone, and it doesn't apply to everyone again, but if someone has been abused, that story rings on your head so many times for you to miss a date.
For you to miss a date, for you to miss a period.
You remember the how you woke up. You remember
Monica Lewinsky remembered the dress she was wearing.
exactly. You can't forget anything. We don't want to go deep into this, but like you can't forget anything about it. So I think my first time hearing this story, I was basically like, okay, maybe she's different from a lot of people, but the story, yes, if I want to be honest, did not add up. But again, people deal with things differently. Some people grasp onto the memory of what happened and they cling onto that and it destroys them. Others block it out of their
Now,
memory.
let me tell you something here. If you're not sure, here's how my mind works. Maybe my mind is different from most other people's minds.
Clearly.
Here's how my mind works. If I'm not sure about a date, I try to remember what I was wearing. I try to remember the music that was playing around that period. I try to remember a few things around that.
No, but that if it's, like I
and
said,
that can help me narrow down the date.
like I said, there's some people who I know people who block out things. There are times personally.
Now, how do you come with a case? How do you come forward with a case where you've blocked out the details?
That comes when you're being hyped up to bring. I'm sorry, maybe it's not the case. I don't want people to come for me, but I feel like it's a case. If you're a person that blocks out memories and you come out with a case, that comes from someone pushing you to come out with that case.
Well, that's another narrative.
Yeah,
We've got
because,
calls
yeah.
coming through 2710969, 2711969, 2712969, and 2713969. Amal is here with me. Hello. Yes, go ahead. This thing's so annoying. Hello, Daddy Freeze, and then you cut the call.
Hello,
There's no call on that line too. Don't call hello, Daddy Freeze, and then you cut the call.
guys, put some airtime on your phone.
Put some
honestly.
airtime on your phone. Don't make this
Come
look
on, it's
ridiculous. All
December
right, we've got a
period.
call coming through. All right, hello, are you there?
Yes, hello. Is it Coolfm?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Good evening.
All right. Good evening. Deliver your point. There's so many people waiting to call.
Hello.
Hello. Yes. Good evening. Go ahead.
I'm just pick up the line.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I want to ask you a question. Imagine if you are the Lord, imagine if you are the judge and you have like 50 cases to go on, and after that 50 cases you see that case, and that case is hard to get a decision, but there's no hard fact written up there what would you do?
Exactly what the judge did in this case.
Hello?
I think I've answered that question. Exactly what the judge did. Yes, another call coming through here.
Oh, good evening.
Yes, good evening. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. The problem with Nigeria on social media is that we believe because we feel something is right, it must be right.
Thank you.
We don't, because we feel it. Me, but I don't even like the pastor. Sure, I don't like the guy. I've been to church once. I didn't get it. I just didn't feel it. But that does not mean.
As I am speaking to you, he has blocked me on Instagram.
On Instagram.
I will show you my Instagram. He has blocked me, but that does not mean I will see the truth and now not say it.
That's why I find it funny people like, oh, daddy, please, but
Things need to be proven, because this is somewhat like we are talking about. This man can go to jail
Look
for
at it.
at least 20 years.
Look at it. He has blocked me on social media. Do you understand? But that does not mean I will see the truth and not say.
We get through emotions, especially when it comes to rape and sexual harassment. You don't see it. I saw a girl on Twitter. She certainly said that even if it's proven that he did not do it, I will still believe her. That was the case that he said.
That's a typical Nigerian mentality.
So I don't just get it.
That even if it is proven that he did not do it, she will still believe her.
No, some people you just believe because they don't like someone. Then that means everything that they do, they will be guilty of it. I don't know.
Thank you very much for your call. We have quite a few more calls coming through. Another one is right here. We've lost that one. 2710-1112 and 13969. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. Go ahead.
Good evening. My name is Benga.
All right, Benga, go ahead.
Okay, I'm a lawyer. First things first.
Thank you very much for calling. Now, please share with us your take.
Now, there are two broad issues that I need to talk about. Mm-hmm. A case brought to court could either be a criminal case or a civil case.
Absolutely.
Now, a criminal case is such that the burden of proof must be beyond reasonable doubt.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, for a civil case, the burden of evidence is on the preponderance of evidence. In which case, you say your own, I say my own. The court weighs everything and comes to a conclusion based on whose evidence tilts either in favor or against. Mm-hmm. Now, for a criminal case, it is important that doubt in the case is resolved in favor of the person accused. In this case, the person accused is Pastor Fatoyinbo. Now, there is no shred of evidence before the court to come to a conclusion that this lady was raped.
Thank you.
So, law is not heard, or a case is not heard based on emotion or based on sentiment. It's nothing but proof. In any event,
We know that.
when the law says you must bring a case within a certain time, you must bring it within that time. If you do not, you have no remedy. That is the law as it is in Nigeria. Simple. Thank you very much.
you're welcome.
Thank you very much for that learned piece. We have more calls coming through. I actually absolutely agree with him. That's the law. You can't do anything about it. Hello, good evening. Go ahead with your comment.
Let me be known as DJ for this call.
All right, Jide for the call.
All right, now, I agree with the lawyer, but there's something you said which I disagree with, okay? Now, you said something like, for something as grievous as that, you must at least try to remember some dates, some events. You even told us how your mind works. Even there's a lady there with you that said, yes, that she needs to remember that all those dates and some things do not add up. Now, some people are not generally good with dates. Now, do you know that there are some, I'm coming. You know, there are some people, when they are abused, maybe sexually abused, sometimes especially those young teenagers, they are sexually abused. They feel guilty. They might feel that maybe they are the reason of the abuse. You get. So at the end of the day, they want to try as much as possible to forget that day.
Exactly.
Now that thing happened many years ago. So we should not blame Busola for coming out now. We should not blame her for not remembering some dates. You get that?
I agree. Okay, you've
Yes.
made a valid point.
That's why.
But we will blame her for not coming forward
No,
with
but
evidence.
that's why I say
No,
that
no,
not
we should
everyone
not blame her for
remembers.
coming out now.
Okay, if we are not blaming her for coming out now, where you have a point, are we not going to blame her for not coming forward with evidence?
after
What about the
that
constitution of a country that gives a certain timeline for offenses? We're not going to change that on social media, are we?
I mean,
The only thing she lacks is that she doesn't have enough evidence. That's just the only thing. But doesn't mean the pastor, I'm not saying the pastor did it too, but it doesn't mean the pastor is good, because there are some people, they say because he's a pastor, he cannot, because on social media. Just as one man said that, someone said, even if the court didn't get evidence, you'll still believe Busola. I know some people that came on Twitter that even said that if he's a pastor, he can never have it. Just because you're a pastor doesn't mean you cannot think.
I absolutely agree with you. Amal is saying something.
The one thing that I said is people react differently to trauma. Some people remember every little thing, while others block every part of that trauma out. Now, what Daddy Free said is, if you block every part of the trauma
He's saying
out,
something. The main essence of your call is...
Of my call is just that we should not blame her, number one, we should not blame her for coming out late. I should not blame her for not remembering some details. Because that's why a lot of people are...
Now listen, when somebody else's life and reputation is on the line, you better remember the details.
If you can't remember the details, then mention real trauma.
She's not good with dates.
Then she should hide the case.
Don't hide the case, hide the name. If you don't remember the details, don't come out with the name.
You can't come out and destroy somebody's means of livelihood
when you don't have proof to back it up.
Daddy, please, do you agree with me that with this case now, there are some people, some girls that were genuinely raped and they don't come out? We see in this Busola case now, they'll never come out.
I totally disagree. This case is going to make people who genuinely have evidence and are within the statute of time to come forward.
This is a big man speaking. Don't be scared.
Let's understand.
I think you're being emotional about
Let's understand that it's generally very hard to prove.
I know it's generally very hard.
Good evening.
I don't want to reply directly to the last caller. If you waited 20 years and you now decided that you are finally ready and comfortable to come out and say something that happened to you 20 years ago, then you better have your case in charge.
That is just fact.
No single fact that you're missing. You must prepare it, because now you are over the trauma. You are now fully grounded. Your head is ready to see. You are not in shock, because I haven't been shocked for 20 years. So you should plan everything. You very well really know that you are coming for this guy, and you know you're going to get him. You don't just come and talk and not hope for the best. How about?
All right, thank you very much. Before we take another call, we've got Bolarinwa in the house.
I just want to quickly
now,
say something.
Bolarinwa tweeted something, said anybody who expected anything else is a dunce. I kind of agree with him. Fine, maybe I'll not go as far as saying he's a dunce, but we all expected this. What was I saying from the beginning? From the get-go, I examined. I'm not a judge.
Because the truth
we
is
know how the system works, and this is
not
what
on emotions,
I'm going to even go to the counsel or lawyers of Busola. I'm sure they knew how this case was going to end.
If they didn't, I'll be worried.
Of course they know. They are lawyers. They knew that this case is dead on arrival. Why did they proceed to file a lawsuit? So the lawyers also have a part to be blamed.
But can I ask a question though? The fact that this case has been dismissed because there are no evidences. And
that's how the system works.
Does it now mean that this rape didn't happen?
Now, here's the thing. Here are things we don't know. Did it happen? We don't know if it did. We don't know if it happened. We don't know if she's lying. We don't know if he's lying.
But
with the evidence placed in front of us, she doesn't have the legal right to make an accusation on somebody's husband, somebody's father.
Sorry, let me get this right. Was she asked to pay 1 million?
Yes.
Naomi, quickly, it's a civil case, and we know how it works. Whether it happens or not, this is the way the society works. In any court system, they want you to come out.
And you're
with
not going
an
to change
evidence.
this on social media.
Of course
Yeah.
not.
You
wanna
It's not-
change it?
It's not going to be changed on social media. They want you to come out with proofs, evidences before you can prosecute. If you know you don't have, whether it happened or not, don't bother.
file a
Don't
case
bother.
and don't mention the names, right?
All right, a quick break, and we'll be right back at you. Don't go anywhere. Yo, After Dark with Daddy Freeze and the Lobsters. God's a dancer, according to this set of people. Anyway, we're still on the Busola and Fatoyinbo drama. Busola's come out to talk. The courts awarded a 1 million naira penalty against her. And
That is just so unfair.
why is it unfair?
Why? What are the
How can you
awarding
come
her
to
that?
court? Listen, it's like me going to the embassy and the embassy say, okay, where's your passport? And I don't have a passport. I'm wasting the time of the embassy. Why did you come?
The courts were definitely on point with that.
Do you understand?
Right.
If you come,
It's waste of time.
if you don't, you see, you have to understand. You guys
I think
need
it's a waste of time because this
Hold on,
thing
guys.
did
I
not
want the
happen
lawyers in
today.
the house.
Hold
to
on,
call us.
guys. Lawyers have started calling us,
Because
and I
this
even want
thing did
more.
not happen
Yeah.
today, and ordinarily it's
Now,
expected that it will
Naomi,
be very
Naomi,
difficult.
social media has messed the minds of people up. You think that because you can solve a problem according to the dictates of social media, you think that is how the legal system works?
That's not
No,
how
it
it
doesn't
works.
work.
We
It doesn't
know.
work
That's
that
not
way.
how it works.
So did she waste the court's time? I'll think yes.
Yeah, no emotions in court.
No emotions.
Never.
We've got a call coming through. Yes, After Dark with Daddy Freeze and the Lobsters. Bolarinwa chilling with us today. What is your take?
What's up, now?
I'm good. What's your name and what's your take?
Okay, for the purpose of this call, my name is Johnson.
All right, Johnson, go ahead.
Yeah, from the minute the old administration and all that came out and all that, I knew the group was taking immediately. You understand? Because at the point in time, the law was that to establish consent of rape, you must at least there must be penetration, you understand, and you must be able to at least, maybe take care. Maybe there was some sort of bruises around the other thing. You get
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
automatically to bring that person to the offense. Then later on, the law legal change, and it was the absence of consent. So, if for instance, you took a lady without a consent, there's a conflict. You understand? Now, how would you? I'm not saying whether it happens or not. This is not a function of whether it happens or not. It's a function of how will you be able to prove to the court to believe your allegation. You understand? We don't really do that. And as the lawyer is any answer of that in favor of the defendant, which was what was done in this case. Do you understand? So everything is not just based on sentiment or.
I totally understand where you're coming from. Thanks for that call. More calls coming through. Yes. Hello.
Good evening, Daddy Free.
Good evening, sir. And go ahead with your contribution.
Emmanuel.
Go ahead.
Yeah, greet Yama and Naomi.
Yes, go ahead. We'll
All
listen.
right. Let's get past the greetings, and we're running out of time. Our show is actually over. So please, guys, when you're calling, don't greet. Just say a quick hi and move to the meat of it.
Okay, hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Honestly, I don't have anything else to say. I just say that you go and check the scriptures.
They should check the scriptures.
Yes.
Absolutely. I kind of agree with that. All right, more calls coming through.
Right,
Hello,
no
good
caller.
evening. Quick hi and go to the meat of it.
Hello? Lost it, I guess.
Oh, he was right there.
Oh, he was?
Yes. All right, please call back. Naomi couldn't hear you, so she took you out. I think we can still take one more call. There's a call going on. 2710969, 2711969, 2712969, and 2713.
So I just hope
969.
that the pastor in question will not be petty and now file a defamation suit.
That's not him
you know.
being petty. That's not him being
He
petty.
should just let it
If,
slide.
listen,
or
him
let
being
it-
petty is him going to dance on social media. Him being petty, I'll actually advise him to file a defamation suit. I'll advise him to do that. That's not being petty. That's actually, I want my name cleared. Yeah, hello? That's not him being petty. Is him going to dance on social media and do like this
But-
and do
But
that is him being
between
petty.
the both of them, they both know what went down.
Between the two of them, they both know what went down. What if he didn't do it?
Those two girls. If I'm any man, I will find a very suit on those girls because this thing is going on too often.
How do you know that wasn't a stunt?
But even if we don't know now, but what we know that two girls came to say he's their father of their whatever.
Yeah, we know the story and we agree with you. One more call quickly, because we're running out of time. Hello?
Free the Lobsters.
Yes, we're here and we love you. Now go ahead.
I was asking whether I'll share two stories together. Let's say she is someone that has been in the mental facility for like 20 years. Now that's the little proof that something happened to her. But now that in between that 20 years, she got married and she had a kid and everything went nice and sweet for her. So I think there's no need for her to come out and complain and say the person's name. She was just trying.
No, don't say that because she has gotten a family and everything. There was no need for it. No, you could come out anytime you want to come out. But the thing is, you should just have your facts.
Just have your facts. You can come out at any time you want to come out. Just understand what the law of the land says. Be properly advised. Hire a good team of lawyers, and then you would know what to do. If not, you could write a book about your experiences, but be careful not to slander anyone. Thanks for that call. We have another call right here. Hello, go ahead with your contribution.
I think the lack of evidence in this case gave Busola up.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
This is a rape case. It's possible that this thing went down, but the court deals with evidence.
True.
It's been 20 years. If there was any sort of evidence whatsoever, this guy would have been docked. So don't say this is about the case was too petty, it was sentimental or anything. No, the case lacked evidence. That's why it was thrown out.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. We still need more lawyers to call. If you're a lawyer, what is your opinion? Please share with us. We've got a caller right here.
So as I was saying, Busola and her husband went onto the media without consulting a lawyer initially. When they went online, they now found out that, look, hey, what did we just do? We slandered a man without having any sufficient evidence. Then the next thing, they decided to institute a civil action. Is a civil action the type of action you should institute in a rape case? I think the civil action is just to cover up their own liability. I mean, the liability that may arise as a result of the fact that you've gone on social media to say this man raped and you do not have evidence, then you ask, okay, what can we do? Or we just sue him because I can sue anybody if I told you that I am. And the worst that can happen
How
is
did you analyze all this like this?
No, but it's true. It shouldn't be a civil action. Why is it a civil action?
Why not the criminal action? You did not go criminal because you realize that there is no evidence. I'm not saying the man did it or did not do it. My wife would be mad at me if she hears this, my analysis. I'm trying to keep quiet about it. But
are you a lawyer?
I am a lawyer.
Thank you, Jare.
Because it's just commonsensical. Look, yes, you can come up to say that, look, when I was 17, something happened to me. Be I a man of God? I don't need to mention the name of it.
True.
What did I say?
Yeah, and you move on. Like you moved on years ago. So coming up now to mention the man's name when you know quite well that you don't have the evidence. What if the guy did not even do it? What have you caused for him is somebody told me one day and asked me, what if Busola was your sister? And I said, what if Fatoyinbo was your brother?
Absolutely. Same thing I say to every woman. What if Fatoyinbo was your son?
Your son, would you like it? So somebody has said your son raped her and has failed to bring an evidence forth, and the person now had the effort to go to court to go sue it for a civil case. What was she looking for? My own view on the civil case is that, look, Dakolo, Busola, you guys, you've made a mistake by going on social media or any media whatsoever. I think a way you can protect yourself is an advice, an opinion I can give my client. I think a way of protecting yourself is just not sue this guy civil way, so that whatever that's in the social media will just be, I went to court. So anybody in the whole world can hear that I went to court, and why did I go to court? I feel an injustice. So I think the civil action was instituted to just protect them from whatever liability that may arise as a result of the defamatory statement that they've made against this man. Because it doesn't make sense. Civil action for a rape case. For what?
Now, there's an elephant in the room that everybody is ignoring. And let me tell you what that elephant is. People have to be careful what they say on social media.
True.
People have to be careful.
Exactly.
I have a team of lawyers that look through my tweets, and even that doesn't still make it foolproof.
I have a colleague who made a presentation on the effect of social media and the law right now. A lot of people do not know the implications of even belonging to a common WhatsApp group. A lot of people do not know that they are liable, especially when you're an admin of that group, to any libelous or defamatory statement that has been made on that social media group that you belong to. People talk to people anyhow, and now that we have a law that defines cyberbullying as a crime. You go on social media, somebody posts something, you open your mouth and you start typing rubbish. You do not know the implication of this on you. Just of recent, there's something I saw on Twitter about a former CRO at NIPS who was laid off. But people don't know what happened, and people just start saying rubbish just because somebody has gone to just orchestrate a false news against this same man. If it develops a mental stress or a mental torture or mental problem as a result of this, the perpetrators of this false rumor will have themselves to blame, and every other person that contributes without even seeking caution. Then when Dakolo's case and his wife and Fatoyinbo thing was on, you can imagine it. I mean, not we can imagine, we saw all sorts of rubbish that people were saying. Now they said, okay, we want to hear you as a court. Where is your evidence? There's no evidence. There's some nitwit will go on social media and say, yeah, what do you expect from a country like ours?
Baba, I wanted to run mad. That judge, in my opinion, my mother is a professor of law, a provost of a college of law. I might not be a lawyer, but there's so many questions I ask her. There's so many things that, and I have a sister who's also a lawyer, who has her master's in intellectual property. And I sit down with her and we talk. Yes, people get emotional, but at the same time, you've got to understand the side the law takes in situations like this. And I've realized that Nigerians are too ignorant.
Oh, very ignorant. Very, very ignorant.
Especially with regards to the law.
Very, very ignorant. Extremely ignorant. Yes.
All right, thank you so much for that call. I think we can sneak in just one more. I know you're tired, but just one more, because this is really exciting. And please...
Exciting. This is really exciting.
It's exciting because people are speaking about a lot of ills in the society. Yes, going on. Sorry, my darling, go ahead.
Hi. So I wanted to contribute and speak.
First of all, tell us what your name is. Are you a lawyer too?
And I'm a lawyer.
Your name is Bola. Sorry, I didn't get your name.
Tola. My name is Tola.
Tola.
Yes.
Are you a lawyer?
Yes, I am.
Fantastic. Now go ahead.
So what I wanted to speak about is, I do agree with what some people have said, the fact that lawyers have to play their part and they don't actually tell you the truth. The reason why they couldn't have gone to institute a criminal case is they can never succeed. I remember very clearly from my fundamental days of criminal law, how do you prove rape? The thing must be in the thing. In Latin, it's called res in re. Once you cannot prove that there was penetration, you've lost 70% of your case. So, and then with the time lapse, it couldn't have been work. They couldn't have been able to do that at all. Nothing on a criminal case. I do also agree with the last speaker who talked about the reason for a civil case. It might have been them trying to manage the situation, because
you determine civil cases based on the preponderance of evidence. With the time lapse, you're not being able to remember things, not because you don't want to remember, it could have been as a result of the trauma. You know, everything just works against the whole dynamics of having a civil suit. And that's the pure, that's no sentiment, no feelings, no emotion. That is plain truth. That is how the law is. That is how it's interpreted.
Thank you so much, Tola. I absolutely appreciate every single lawyer who has called on this show. I am glad we have intellectuals who listen to us, not just people who are emotional. And from the very beginning, Naomi, if there's anyone who bear me witness, and everybody watching me on social media live, from the beginning I said, look, this is not an open and shut case. These are allegations. And she got stuck when she realized that she could not make a criminal case out of these, and went down the civil case. And of course the judge is looking at her and wondering why is this a civil case
when there are no evidence.
When there's no evidence, why is it a civil case? So the judge was not wrong for saying she was wasting the court's time. I do not see anything wrong in the judgment so far. This is not a Nigerian factor. This is not a mistrial. This is what it is. And you have heard lawyers who I don't know from anywhere contributing to this and telling us what they learned in law school and during the course of their practice. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, should this shut a potential victim up? Absolutely not. But this should shut someone who's being mischievous or someone who does not have enough evidence to prove a case. And this also should tell you that everything you say on social media has consequences. On that bombshell, I say goodbye and God bless. I love you, and watch out for Cardi B, because she's going to be awesome and she's going to be in Nigeria, and I'm going to be sitting down with her. Tell them, Nene!
That's right, guys. Cardi B is coming to Africa, so get ready for it. Get ready for it, guys. Get ready. She's coming on the 7th and the 8th of December, so don't miss it for anything. Tickets are currently on sale at
www.livesportnation.com.
Good night, Lagos.
Lobe. Clique. Laura Ticket. Ha ha. Touch your